Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings to the YouTube channel. Many Nigerians have been calling out Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, to please say something about the Niger coup that took place some few weeks ago, and he has finally decided to lend his voice. So many Nigerians are saying he should say something. What would he do differently that the government of the day is not doing? Well, he has decided to give his advice, and the good news is that they have decided to go through that advice, and there seems to be good news coming out. Of course, this is actually breaking. A moment we're going to give you what is taking place in Niger right now. There seems to be headway now between ECOWAS and Niger. But let's find out really the advice that Peter Obi gave some few hours ago that seemed to be giving good vibes. Well, according to the news, Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party is of the view that the people of Niger Republic should be allowed, via their national institutions, the opportunity to revert quickly to representative democratic government. This is even as he has described the ongoing political crisis in Niger Republic as a matter of dire and urgent national interest and security to Nigeria. Now, Obi said that privacy must be given to dialogue and primacy and diplomacy towards a resolution with minimal disruptive impact on Nigeria and the West African sub-region, regardless of the positions taken by other various parties. Now, in a statement issued via his verified social media platform, as at today, the former Anambra State Governor applauded the respective mediatory efforts made by General Abdulsalami Abubakar, His Eminence Mohammed Said Abubakar, and the Sultan of Sokoto, and His Royal Highness Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. Now, the statement read in part, and I quote: Recent developments in the neighboring Niger Republic have become the subject of international attention. Now, for Nigeria, the development is a matter of dire and urgent national interest and security. Inevitably, Niger is in a hot bottom issue for ECOWAS as well as various international interlocutors, regardless of the positions taken by various parties that have direct or tangential interest in Niger. Primacy must be given to dialogue and diplomacy towards a resolution with minimal disruptive impact on Nigeria and West African sub-region. A total diplomatic resolution must take into consideration the real politic of the West African sub-region. I applaud the respective mediatory efforts by General Abdulsalam Abubakar, His Eminence Muhammad Said Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto, and His Royal Highness Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, whereas ECOWAS authorities have indicated that they remain open to various conflict resolution options. Diplomacy must remain the overarching imperative in resolving the present crisis. I join the many well-meaning Nigerians who have advocated that any intervention in the crisis should be preeminently through diplomatic dialogue, among other strategic interests in the crisis. It is therefore important that the people of Niger are allowed, via national institutions, the opportunity to revert quickly to representative democratic government. All national, regional, and international assistance should be extended to the people of Niger to return their country to normalcy, while ECOWAS must seek to discourage the spread of military dictatorships in West Africa. The recourse to armed deterrence must be restrained by a multilateral diplomatic mechanism. What the situation in Niger urgently calls for is a concerted multilateral coalition of Nigeria, ECOWAS, the AU, and the United Nations towards that's the African Union and the United Nations towards a programmed return to a democratic constitutional order. In this process, Nigeria's leadership role must not be in any doubt. And that's quite interesting. Of course, many Nigerians have been reacting to this, but let's find out really what is going on right now that is making Nigerians super happy over that timely advice. Now, the coup leaders in Niger Republic have agreed to open dialogue with the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, over the current political situation in the country. Now, this is based on the outcome of the negotiations between the coup leaders led by General Chani and a delegation of Nigerian Islamic scholars led by the national leader of Jamiatu Iselati Badia Wa Ikwamatu Suna, the Jibwes Sheikh Abdullahi Bala Lao. As earlier reported, the two groups met yesterday in Niamey to discuss the political crisis in Niger Republic in the federal capital. Now, following the deliberations, Niger Republic Prime Minister Ali Mohamed Lamini Zaini was quoted to have said General Chiani gave the green light for talks with ECOWAS and was optimistic that the talks with ECOWAS would take place in the next few days. He also expressed optimism that the sanctions against the country will be lifted. We have agreed and the leader of our country has given the green light for dialogue. They will now go back and inform the Nigerian president what they have heard from us. We hope in the coming days that they, which is ECOWAS, will come here to meet us to discuss how the sanctions imposed against us will be lifted, he said. They will come there to meet you. I don't know, but then again, those are their conditions, but it's a welcome development, judging the fact that there has been an impasse. There has been a case of anybody that comes, they don't even want to see, they don't even want to talk. You will just come, nobody, you will not see anybody, you will go. But this one, at least they're able to meet their Islamic brothers, okay, and they're willing to dialogue, but they're insisting that has to be in their terms, that has to be in their home country. But in case of dialogue, there's usually a neutral ground. I understand the point of view of the coup leaders, the military leaders from Niger, being the fact that they don't want to be taken out. If they come any other place other than Niger, they are scared that they could easily be taken out. After all, they actually wanted to take them out. They actually wanted to return to democratic rule by either which way. So, but I think any other place would be nice. Okay, any place they are comfortable with. But if the ECOWAS leaders or representative are okay with going to Niger, why not? If not, these are part of deals, And I think going forward, it doesn't have to be the heads of states that will go, just preempting. It could be representative from ECOWAS, or they could just. But I feel that this kind of negotiation should be done with those who understand the standpoint of ECOWAS in view, but they are more in a hurry, really. For their sanctions to be uplifted. Not necessarily, they're even looking at the fact that let the sanctions be lifted up, But let's hope that all ends well. Of course, many Nigerians have been reacting to this very interesting one, judging the fact that this is the first ever green light ever since this coup began. This is the very first, and it's a welcome development. Now, let's quickly hear what Nigerians are saying very quickly. This one here says, that's the good way to go. Another person says, trade with caution. I don't trust anyone there. Another person here says, this is good news, but my concern has been the reason behind our northern leaders championing this issue as if it's that our entire life depends on it. I'm convinced now that these Nigerians are part and parcel of the people counted as Nigerians. That was the population of the north. If not, why are they throwing everything into it? And that has actually been a lot of concerns. So many Nigerians have been saying that as well. But then that's just allegation. Let's put in that comment section. What's your take? Have a nice time. God bless you. Bye.